Welcome back, ZAA fam. What it do, man? Listen, we've been going for a little minute doing some things behind the scenes. Have you guys checked them out? If you haven't, go back and check out some stuff. It's pretty fun.
Yes, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, turn those post notifications on, because, baby, we don't want you to miss a thing.
Exactly. Now, today, we had to pop in real quick to tell you something that's really important. So I've been seeing all of these posts on social media talking about things people are going through, how people want to be positive and not deal with negative people. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about that.
First of all, can we just talk about how hot it's been?
What?
This heat has been disrespectful. But
I don't know where all of you are, but where we are, it's like 100 in hell.
Exactly. And not so you see me bringing up my sweat towel and dab under my boots, you know what?
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. Okay. So let's go. Well, you know what?
Anyway.
Okay. So let's just get into it. We are talking about toxic, negative people.
Babe.
And if you have those people around you, I suggest you watch this episode because we're going to give you some tips and tools about how to get rid of them and still be nice about it, right?
We gotta be nice.
No, you don't have to, but come on.
It's hard.
We're trying to be better.
You're right.
We're trying to grow and develop.
Let me just tell you, I've been really testing you lately.
Listen, so we've been tested. Most of our episodes are about us being tested. So why are you playing? Here goes another one.
Right.
So first, so you gave all the disclosures, we've finished all.
No, I'd say a shout out to Destiny Cloud Sections, because without them, there would be no us.
Exactly.
You are looking for podcasts, photography,
drone work.
I was going to say, what's it called? Aerial.
Yeah.
Photography. He got you. We're going to drop all the information below.
Okay.
All right.
So they
Got it.
Okay.
James the Shane.
You did your part? I did my part? Okay, cool. So let's get into it today. So I found out that there's an actual syndrome for
toxic people?
Yes.
They got medication for it?
I don't think so, but they got a remedy for it. Listen, I'm gonna have to read it because I didn't make this up. So it is called rejection sensitive dysphoria. Right?
Yeah.
Let me read the definition.
Wait, say that one more time.
Rejection sensitive dysphoria.
Or RSD.
Your brain is working in that thing. There you go. So let me read what this is, because this is real stuff. So it says that the reason why toxicity is contagious is because this syndrome amplifies the pain of past experiences with friendships.
Okay.
So it feeds our scarcity mindset and forces us to become people pleasers.
What is scarcity?
Lack of.
Okay.
Wait,
we the ones who
no, your mindset is thinking in terms of lack.
Oh, okay.
So glass half full, half empty thing? Yes. So you already feel like you're missing something. And so now you're like, okay. So this feeds that. And then we become people pleasers, which puts us at risk for attracting toxic friends who always put their needs first.
So it's our fault.
Well, that means you have to work on yourself. You have to take yourself out of that scarcity mindset, because if you are there, the probability that the friends that you attract are toxic is very, very high. Can you believe that? It's a real thing. I was reading up. I'm like,
I needed to know that. Like,
exactly. So
I got RSD, RDS.
RSD. You got it. You got the syndrome. What are you doing?
See.
So, people, if you have that syndrome called 888 them. No more RSD. So, okay. Now, I have some red flags for you because I know you have a story. I do. Okay. So first, allow me to introduce the red flag. If your friend is doing any of these, they are toxic and need to be let go. Okay. Number one, constantly negative.
Check.
Okay. Number two, it's called blame shifting, meaning they are never accountable for anything they do. They always blame others for everything that's happening to them or has happened to them. Check. Okay. Number three, they are self-absorbed, self-centered, and or narcissistic.
Check it.
And check. Okay. They're manipulative. So they use guilt, flattery, or intimidation to control others. Okay. I'll
Check.
go.
Keep on.
Dishonesty or deceit. Envy and jealousy.
I don't think dishonesty, but envy and jealousy.
Okay.
Check.
So you can never celebrate your successes with them because what they've done is always better, or they've done it twice as
I have definitely encountered that.
Yes, I know some people like that. They're not really my friends, but I know some people like that. They have difficulty offering compassion to others. And they create drama or conflict everywhere they go.
So wait, so it's not that they have to have all of these to be confident,
No,
but it's any of these. Okay.
So if they have all of these, you're in trouble.
We could tell our problem.
You're in trouble. So they constantly drain your energy.
Triple check.
Okay. So gaslighting, they make you question your reality.
Yes. I do know some people.
Okay. What about you find yourself constantly complaining about them?
Yeah, that would.
And they cause you stress, which leaves you with feelings of anger and resentment. Absolutely. Okay, so there it is. That's my list. So if you have a friend who have any of those, once again, call 888.
Really? RFD with it. RFD.
Okay.
I'm dyslexic. Was it?
No, I don't want you to mess it up.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the red flags we want you guys to look for. You notice those, you take off running. Those are the people that you need to break up with. In all seriousness, that is very toxic to you and to them. And then it does cause you to alter who you are and the way that you function because you are constantly trying to please them, trying to do things that you think they need and not taking care of yourself. Because remember, we said self-care is extremely important. So with these people, you're always going to be last because they're always going to have something going on. Oh, woe is me.
Right.
Oh, guess what happened today? The sun is always on the other side. Yes. Those toxic people, those people will prevent you from moving forward, making progress, and then you don't even realize why. You're like, but that's my friend. Right. But it's time to break up with your friend. Yeah. It's time.
Because sometimes it's that big, though.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's like any relationship. But you can break up with them. You can put them in a different space in your life. You can start to pull back, but ultimately that person is not good for you. And it doesn't matter whether it's friends, family members, colleagues. It doesn't matter. Toxic is toxic.
And I think what's also important to remember, because it's one of the things that I kind of struggling with, is no matter how long you have dealt with it and that you have put up with it or you made excuses for it, and it's always okay to be like, you know what, and I recognized it and I'm done.
Yeah, 20 years later, I recognize
that work.
Yeah,
I'm better and I'm done.
I'm better, so I have to be better, do better.
Exactly.
And I need to go back and kind of reflect on, has this person brought anything positive to my life, or do I just know them and I'm just used to being around them?
Sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes it's like, you know what? That's just who they are.
Right.
And I love them for who they are.
And that's
because we're not in the position to change people, or at least that's what we're telling ourselves,
Right.
Let me talk for me. That's at least what I told myself, is that I'm not here to change anybody.
Right.
And I love the specific person, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Unconditional.
That part. Unconditionally. So I know exactly who you are. You showed me who you are, and I love you, and I accept it. And when I see it coming, I might choose not to deal with it that time, but I still allow you my space in the circle, and then that's where I'm at the rock.
Yeah, because what does that do to your circle? Man, it's because it just rubs off.
Right.
And then it starts to overflow into your life and affect your relationships. And you're like, what? What am I arguing about? Why am I in this mood? And because it jumps.
But I think, too, until you are in a space, because I think that where I am today, I have grown a lot. And so now it's like I'm in that space where I recognize and I can handle things right. Now, the situation that, baby, when I say they try to test my gangster, how do I hold on? I'm growing, but I'm still good. Never let go back. Don't test me. But where I am, I didn't let it happen.
Right. Congratulations. Hey. But see, that's the thing. And there's been times that you have been able to recognize that I'm dealing with some toxic people.
Yes.
And I couldn't see it.
Absolutely.
And then vice versa. And then there comes a time when you're like, whoa. And then you see it for yourself because you're not going to change it.
And that's the thing, too. You have to be careful. Well, I know you and I have a different relationship, so we could tell each other those things, and you might be mad at the moment, but it'd be like, we know that you have my best interest in your heart or what have you. But sometimes when you see it for somebody else, then they get mad at you for bringing it to their attention because they don't want to believe. Right. They're still in denial.
Right.
So
how many people have you seen in toxic relationships who refuse to see what's going on until something really bad happens, and then still they don't see it, but now they have to deal with whatever just happened. And it's like, yes, and they don't want to accept that this really is toxic and it's no good. And it's not bringing anything positive into your field whatsoever. So I'm going to give you the floor and let you tell your story before I tell you what you need to do. So,
all right. So my situation is this. I have this person that's been in my life for a very long time. When I say long time, I'm talking prior to my children, and my oldest is 30 something. I lost count after 16. Okay. At least, I believe my son is like 32, 33, somewhere around there. I'm old, I forget. But either so, longer than my kids. So that's how long. And I believe in my heart that I have done everything I can for this person because we're like family. You know what I'm saying? And, gosh, this is hard. So we were like family, and we have been there with each other for thick and thin, for everything. And this is not the same person from the last time. You see the right on the left part of the left first. So this tells you that my heart is way too big because I give too many people too many passes or what have you. So,
well, you didn't know you had syndrome.
That part. But I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I didn't see the signs. I saw the signs. I recognized the signs, and I've even called some signs out. But I still allowed that person in my life because I love that person. And you're like family to me, and I'm going to love you unconditionally or what have you. And we ended up getting into it about something in the beginning of the year, and it got to the point where we kind of stopped talking or what have you. And where I am in my life, I was like, this is not sitting right. I mean, I know there was doubt into it. I know we're both mad, but I love, and so I wanted to reach out because I knew that to be the bigger person. And it took me 3 months to be the bigger person, but hell, give me some credit. I still reached out. And I love you, and I will always love you. And that's it. I'm not trying to bring you back into my life. I'm not trying to do all this talking and stuff. I just want you to know that I love you, and I will always love you. And I didn't get no response. When I tell you I wanted to unseal him, I was so mad, but I'm like, you know what? I did my part, I let it go, and it made me feel a lot better around myself. So whether they responded or not, didn't even matter. But I'm not going to lie. To be honest, I wanted a response. I wanted them to reach back out and be like, you know what? I love you too. Or let's talk about it. And honestly, I wanted them to be accountable for their actions because I'm going to be real with you. I ain't girl. And sometimes it's me. This time, it was not me. And I needed them to be accountable for their actions, you know. And it didn't go that route. And that was okay. I left it at that. And fast forward to a couple of months passing by, and the person actually finally decided to reach out. And they be like, you know, I got your message. It took me a minute because I had to sit back and think about everything that happened. And I appreciated that. For the first time, they were accountable for their actions.
Right.
I was like, so
Good job.
right. I was like, so we both kind of grown it out, you know, and things are gonna be okay or whatever. And I responded, and I'm like, you know, I appreciate that. Thank you, and I apologize for my part. And if I ever made it difficult for you to express these things to me in the past, I apologize. And I was proud of myself for that.
Right.
I didn't even get a response. Unsaid. I was like, you know what? I'm proud of myself because that was growth.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward to another couple of months, and I get a phone call. And I'm like, okay, it's time to mend fences. We about to hang out. Things is about to go back to the way that they were. And the person called and was like, no, I just want to talk to you and let you know a couple of things. So I'm like, cool. So I know how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I'm done. But I don't like you as a person. I had to look at my phone like, what am I supposed to say to that?
Right.
But I didn't say anything, though. I said absolutely nothing. I let them talk because apparently they had some things that they needed to get off their chest. So I allowed that space. And as the conversation went on, it was just more of the stuff that was on that list. And it was like, I judge you. I'm not envious of you, but I feel sorry for you. And you are not vulnerable. You're too hard. And I'm looking like,
Who are you describing?
what? I'm like, what am I supposed to say to this? And I'm like, but I didn't say nothing. Must be. I was thinking of a whole lot of things. The Foxxcee, no. You said to my guys, but I'm a bigger person. I'm going to allow you to say what you need to say because apparently you've been waiting to say this for a very long time.
Right.
So go ahead and say it. It got to another, I love it, but I don't like you as a person. Easter Bunny, why are we having this conversation?
Thank you.
Because we weren't really speaking. You already took accountability, you were accountable for your actions. We both apologized to each other. And if it's time to just close that door, we could have just done that.
Right. But now you have to attack me.
Yeah, this is not necessary. And if I sat here and told you what I have done as a person for this person, you wouldn't understand why I was feeling like I was feeling. Because I wanted to rip them new one. I just sat there. I just, speak your lies. Few more things, and I think that's when it was the envy and the judge and all that kind of stuff in between the conversation. And then I got one more. I love you, but I don't like you as a person. At this point, I'm done. Right. 3 strikes and you're out. Because guess what? If you judge me, you don't like me as a person, and you feel sorry for me, I didn't need you in my life.
Right. Toxic.
So, thank you for letting me know how you feel. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you felt, comfortable enough with explaining that to me. Bye. Like deuces. Like,
I get the closure that you need.
Exactly.
Because
And I could tell you it was very painful. And to this day, it's still painful because I'm thinking like, wow. Like, I swear I'd like to telling everything that has happened in the last 30 years or more, between me and this person, you guys will be like, scratching your head too. Like, what the?
I'm sure people can relate because they have a similar story.
And pipe, but I'm just like, you know what? Apparently, you deal with something that's bigger than me, right? And I'm gonna let you go ahead and handle that. But I can't allow you my space, because the kind of person that I am is about to let you go, right? And I'm not. And it's hurtful, and I still don't understand it. And I believe that liquor was involved. But that's okay, because guess what? Liquor is the truth, sir. So what you said is exactly what you're in.
And the fact that it took that person that long to come up with their script,
Yes.
so you've been thinking about it, and so you may have had your little serum that night, and you're like, I'm gonna say it now, and you said it. So
And I'm thanking you for saying it, right? Because guess what? I would continue to allow you to my life, not knowing,
right, you bet.
you're judging,
Exactly, and hating and really despising you,
right?
the very person that you are.
And now I know what Tina Turner meant. She said, "What's love got to do with it?"
That
Because why you keep telling me you love me, but you don't like me as a person?
Right.
Like, what?
I don't want you to love me if you don't like me.
As a person, I don't need your love.
Right.
If you don't like me, as a
Because
person.
why would you love me? What makes you love me if you don't like me?
And like, let's keep the kicker. This is the kicker. This is when. So I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's be honest.
Uh-oh.
Let's be honest. I was about to go in.
I'm like across a little nothing here.
No, I really about to go in because I wanted to say, like, you judge me. I didn't judge you when you did X, Y, Z. I didn't judge you when you said this. You know, I wanted to say all of that stuff. But they actually said something to me that triggered me to know, you know what?
You don't even need to say
All that. And what they said to me was, I've told you several times that you've changed and that you're growing as a person. So I've grown and I've changed, but you don't like me as a person?
Oh, that brings me to my point.
But that made me fall back.
Exactly.
That I was like, you know what? This ain't really about it.
Exactly.
This is not about
At all.
So I'm going to let them have their moment. I don't need to point out the things that I've done for them. I don't need to point out the things that they've done to me. I don't need to do anything but let them say what they have to say so that after this conversation, they continue to deal with whatever it is that they're going right. And that's absolutely nothing to do with it.
And we close the chapter and know that you've done everything that you could have possibly done. So that brings me to my point, which is the reason why I don't have a story to share, because I've been through that so many years of my life. And so I have established the boundaries that allow me to see that these people are not good for me. It took a while, don't get me wrong, but I'm there and I will put you in your place. That doesn't mean I don't talk to you, but the conversation is completely different with those people as opposed to the people who, you know, I feel are my friends as well as family members. So it makes me feel good. But one thing I will say, for those people that I wasn't willing to release, they released them. So I'm grateful. No, I am grateful because sometimes I don't know how to do it.
Right.
And so with the way that I'm growing and flourishing and being better, they feel uncomfortable and they can't get the side of me that they got before. So I'm of no use to them anymore. So they will politely bow out, not so polite, but they will bow out and they will get pushed out. And so I'm grateful for that.
Right.
And so this is what's happening to you. And this person out of nowhere came and just attacked the heck out of you when you thought it was time to reconcile.
I was ready to go to breaks.
Exactly. And you're just like, so that goes back to say, they make you question your reality. They gaslight you. So that's what she was doing in that sense. So I am happy that you are going to be able to get the closure. It does not happen overnight. You still will think about it. You still get mad and want to bust and stuff up because that's just a part of the growth process. You know, some days you might cry about it.
Yeah.
Because it's emotional. Because that hurt me. Yes, because I know. You shared the story with me prior to the episode, which is why I was like, that's perfect for, you know, this topic. So, and then this is a part of your healing. This is the part of the art process, right?
But it's so hurtful, especially when you feel like I've been offered.
Right.
Or it's like I've been there, like I'm still there. Like
you almost feel used and taken advantage of. Because you're like, really, how long have you been feeling like this? While I was doing what I was doing, you know.
It had to be for a very long time.
Yes.
But the crazy part is, so if you notice, that I'm growing. How to think, no, this person, you like me better when I was bitter. You like me better when I was always ready.
Yeah. Speak like
You better when there was always drama.
Yeah,
Like,
because you were similar to what the life that person lives. So you guys fit. So you had a story to tell. You got somebody that would understand, that was going through. See, because now if that person comes to you and shares that story, you'll be like, this is what you need to do. You were wrong.
Right.
Whereas before, it was like, yeah, girl, let's go get on it. But growth is growth. And so now that person doesn't fit, and all of a sudden, oh, I don't like them. Okay, fine. Well, you know what? You might as well bow down, because I'm only going to get better.
yeah.
I'm only going to grow and develop into the best version of myself. So if you don't like this version,
Dave,
you are not going to like the other version.
right.
So, I think it's great. Not the scenario, but
Yeah, it's great because it's eye-opening.
yeah,
But it's very painful because
it's eye-opening.
it's eye-opening.
Exactly.
And like you said, this person has been doing that and pay for a very long time.
And you just think back sometimes when you get quiet, and you're like, wow, so was she feeling that way when I was doing this, or when I did that? So yeah, so it can be a lot. But the process is the process, and as you grow, a lot of people and situations will feel very uncomfortable. Certain things that you used to do, you go try to do that again, you're like, something simple like TV shows that you used to watch. Like I used to watch a lot of nonsense TV. And I can't even watch the end of the rest. Let's do wait.
First of all, let's not talk about it.
I'm just saying.
I'm still watching the
I'm trying. I'm like 99 episodes behind.
I am too, but that's okay. You still watch it.
But those are just they're just stories.
That's just like well, we used to set the meal shop, and they had that. What was it?
I don't know what that was, but it was ridiculous.
What is going on here? Like Love is Blind or So Perfect?
I don't know what that was, but basically,
this is entertainment. Like
they're giving themselves permission to
behold,
to be with a lot of different people in this scope of the show on camera. So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But so, I'm sorry that you're going through that, but I am also happy that now you can focus on other things and other aspects of your life instead of giving energy to something that is draining,
Toxic,
and just completely toxic. So, okay. Now, I'm going to tell you how to break up with your toxic friend. Here is my form. Well, no, but still in your heart, you haven't broken up with them. So, first of all, you do not owe them an explanation. It's not a fight, it's about you. Okay, so these are my tips and tools, but I got to read them because I can't miss one.
No, and
And I'll go back and say, man, I didn't give them the holes in it. You hear me? Okay, so you confront them because you're going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they might not even know that they're being toxic.
You want me to confront that person?
No, you don't have to. That's already happened. Well, y'all kind of had it. Anyway. Anyway, so you confront them to make sure that they understand their toxic behavior. After that, then, so remember, you're already on the path to break up. This is not trying to mend fences. This is when it's time to break up. So then you have to keep your distance. So once you keep your distance, you can then gauge to see how your life has changed, right? So when I was with them, things were like this. When I broke up with them, things have changed. And in most cases, they're going to change for the better, okay? So what else? Oh, don't allow them to pull you back into the fold.
That part.
Do not.
I'm a sucker.
Yes. So, and then the crazy part is it won't even be, like, say you guys aren't talking. You might see them at the grocery store or something. Or you guys might be at a party. And all of a sudden, oh, hey, girl. And then you have a conversation, but you didn't address anything, but you are back into the same thing that you were in.
I do think that had we had not had that full conversation, if we would have seen each other or, fell into that situation some weeks or days before the phone conversation, it probably would have went that right. But now after the phone conversation,
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you're so used to spending time with this toxic person, now you have to intentionally spend time with more positive people so you can know the difference. Okay. Be sure to acknowledge and accept the way that you are feeling, because it's okay. Whether it's you're happy about it, you're sad about it, you feel broken, you feel grieved, sit in that, and go through that process. Find someone safe to talk to about it, because that's going to help you. Talking and being petty about it always just kind of lets you go through and express, because
make sure you find the right person.
yeah, be crowded. Take it in the real fast.
I called you, and you that's far. So I called my mom. She was ready. She was ready. My mother answered the 909. She was like, "What? And you didn't say this? And why didn't you say this? And you need to call back and go to work." Talk to the white person.
Your mom's trying to take him back.
She was trying to place the badge. That's where I keep my gangster from.
Yeah. Okay. And last but not least, forgive but don't forget. If you watch the episode on forgiveness, it's all about you. It's not about them. So you forgive so that you can move forward, not so that they can. We don't care about them. They're toxic anyway.
And I think I said that in that episode, like I had to come to a realization that forgiveness is not about them. No, it's not about letting them off the hook. It's about the belief that you can act that.
Absolutely. So those are my tips and tools that will then help you to set your boundaries, prioritize your own needs, make sure you limit interactions.
Is there a time frame for forgiveness? Because I don't know if I could forgive this.
No, there isn't. Remember my story on forgiveness? I'm still working on it. But go back and rewind. But every time I'm better. I'm much better. So just these are things that you can just do in your own time. So
Well, see, to be honest with you, I feel like this. The incident that went down, I forgive him for that.
right.
I can move past it. I ain't forgot.
Right.
It was that. It was
That picture is really bad.
It's on video. Ring cameras are the worst. Or the best. As you look at it. I forgave for that. This, to me, the conversation, I don't believe it is an opportunity to forgive or not to forgive. It was just the exit.
Well, it is. It's closure.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's closure. And so even if you forgive somebody, sometimes, and especially in this situation, because of the long-standing relationship, you need a little bit more. So you needed to not go back and question yourself about it. Did I do everything? How can I fix this? Is it my fault? And all of that. So what that person did was came back to you and told you, in no uncertain manner, this is not your fault, baby. This is all about my brokenness. I am broken. I don't know how to deal with it. So I'm going to deflect it, point to you. And you know what? Sometimes you can take one for the team just so you can have your peace. Unfortunately, I wish the best for that person. And I hope you get the support that you need, because
you know what? I'm not to cut you off, but what I was thinking, and this will probably never happen, but I was like, I feel how I think. I was like,
no, they don't like to jump across.
They just to be the right take.
Right.
Because apparently they got some shit they need to get off of their chest.
And I mean, if you are willing to hash it out before the audience, I mean, it's helpful.
I mean, that person have to come out and ask, but I'm not.
Right. Because you don't owe them anything.
It's about their thought about it.
It's about their healing. And once they are ready, if they ever are, maybe they'll come to the table and be humble enough to say, you know what? I don't even want to talk about our incident, but I see what you guys are doing. And I feel like sitting and talking to someone, maybe you all in a safe space, will help me. And we would be completely willing. There's no bias, no judgment, judgment-free zone.
Absolutely.
This is really about healing. We love everybody. Wait. But I'm just saying, we do. So this is we're here to give you these tips and tools and share our various stories because we know that somebody else is going through this.
Right.
And somebody else like, that is me. For real.
That's sad.
And then sometimes you're not even talking about the people because I have gotten some comments like, I'm so. No matter what?
That was funny though.
Yeah, and I like, oh, okay, well then,
Because people will be like, "I talking about me."
Rodney, was it? We weren't.
But you must be feeling guilty
About something. Because, and hey, I welcome it all.
Right.
Because communication is key. So I'm grown enough to say, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So let me see.
I have some Foxxcee tips.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just checking to make sure I
Cover everything.
Man, because. Oh, this one is let go if necessary. Your friend should love and respect you. Period.
Period.
Period. Yes.
All right. So Foxxcee's final thought. Do I get some music with that?
No.
Okay. When someone attempts to remove themselves from your life, open the door and let them go. There is no use in giving your energy and time to someone who doesn't want to be there, because allowing them to stay will eventually negatively impact your growth and protect your growth potential for issues that are not even about you. Like Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them, because they know themselves better than you do. There it is there.
And I'm going to give you the opportunity to drop your anger.
This peak, we got a peak.
Oh, go here.
The white is 3 years old.
Let's ping on that.
Turn it over. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm ready to drop the anchor. Thank you guys for joining. Please make sure you like, subscribe, turn those post notifications on, and come back next week for a little bit more of Dr. Ellyn energy and
A little Foxxcee FLAVA. We're out. See you soon.